Live from New York, this is WCJK News, Channel 5. What seems to be harmless communication between a boy and a girl turns into a family's despair. Kids start out younger than you think with drug abuse, and the troops are returning home from the Iraq War. Now for your nightly news. Here are your anchors.
Good evening. I'm your anchor, Ira Kenning.
And I'm your co-anchor, Ross Farley.
A recent study has shown shocking results in how young kids are when they start experimenting with drugs. We go live to Ava Phillips with more on the story. Ava?
I'm here at the Trumbull County Career and Technical Center to learn more on underage drug usage. Facts show the younger the child is who starts using drugs, the more likely they are to become a drug addict. 1 in 4 children who use drugs before the age of 15 are more likely to become addicted to drugs. I'm here with an undercover cop to learn more on this issue. What are some of the main drugs teens are abusing today?
Well, most drugs that we're seeing teens use today, one of them is marijuana, obviously, and that's been a common one. And we still believe that to be an experimental drug. It's a gateway drug. But we're seeing kids use prescription pills. And some of these, the drugs that are new to kids now that we're seeing are the bath salts and the spice.
If your teen is using drugs, what are a few ways you can help them out with their problem?
One of the first things parents need to recognize is that they can't handle things on their own. So that they need to communicate with police departments, other social organizations to get help. Sometimes it's when parents recognize there's a problem, they want to keep things secret. They don't want to get help, and then oftentimes that can end to overdoses in their family. So I think the most important thing is that they need to reach out and find somebody that can help them.
Thank you for your time, Lieutenant, and all your hard work and dedication. Now back to you, Ira.
Thank you, Ava, for that report.
Another tragedy involving bullying on a social networking site. Amy Sanders was a 13-year-old girl who had just recently opened a Facebook account under her parents' supervision. With more on that story, we go to Aaliyah Doyle.
With today's technology and the growing popularity of social networking websites, cyberbullying is at an all-time high. Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter are just a few of these websites that have quickly become a part of teenagers' daily lives, and with just the click of a button, you can do more damage than you may think. I'm here today with Linda Sanders, the mother of Amy Sanders, who is completely devastated by her daughter's recent death due to cyberbullying. If you would have been more aware of the situation, what precautions would you have taken to prevent this from happening?
I never would have permitted her on Facebook, or I would have closely monitored it and known. As soon as I would have seen the first sign of trouble, we would have shut it down right away.
If you could give parents and other teenagers advice on how to stay safe and the effects of the things that they say and do on the internet, what would it be?
Teenagers need to get help. If they are being bullied, they need to find someone they can confide in, their parent, their teacher, someone that can get them the help they need. They do not have to have a tragic end like my daughter Amy.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. My heart truly goes out to you and your family in this time, and I hope that Amy's story will open the eyes and reach the hearts of many. Back to you, Ross.
Thank you, Aaliyah. If you or anyone you know is being harassed, please call 1-800-STOP-BULLYING.
On a happier note, troops are coming home from war. Yes, after 8 years of war with Iraq, our troops are finally coming home. We have Keith Carpenter live from his home in Columbus, Ohio.
Hey Keith, boy, it's great to have you back and safe. How have you been doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I bet you are just coming home from Iraq. I hear you surprised your family. How was that?
It went great. It took me about a week to get home from Iraq and to go through the demo process. But I was able to get through some evasive emails, and I ended up walking through the door, and my wife had no idea it was coming, and she was very surprised. The kids were surprised, and it's been great ever since.
It's good. How do you feel about the war being over?
I'm glad it's over. It was a long process. A lot of men and women sacrificed. Some paying the ultimate sacrifice, and I'm just thankful that that we're coming home and that our men and women will be home for the holidays.
That's great. We really appreciate you talking to us, and we're glad to have you home.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for watching WCJK News, Channel 5. Good night.
Good night.